We are currently in the 3 weeks between Shiva Asar B'Tammuz and Tisha B'Av. These are 3 weeks of Jewish national mourning. Rav Soloveitchik pointed out that when it comes to personal sadness, we commence with the most intense day of our sadness. God forbid somebody has passed away, and then there is a funeral. That is followed in turn by the first 3 days of the Shiva, the most intense period of mourning. They are followed by the rest of the Shiva, then the Shloshim, the 30 days after the funeral, and then for parents, the year of mourning. With regard to these 3 weeks, however, the sequence is just the opposite. We commence with 3 general weeks of mourning, and then we have the 9 days with the commencement of Rosh Chodesh Av. Then we have Shavua Shechal Bo, the week in which Tisha B'Av falls, and eventually we have that very sad day of Tisha B'Av. So why the difference in these sequences? I'd like to suggest as follows. When it comes to personal sadness, nobody needs to inform me or educate me about it because I'm right at the center of it. And then what I benefit from is that in the course of time, gradually, I will climb down and emerge into a healing process through which I can come to terms with a fresh new rhythm of life. When it comes, however, to historic events, when I should feel the intensity of the day, it won't come automatically. I need to be informed, and that's why you can't just expect people on Tisha B'Av to sit Shiva and to feel passionately the loss of 2 temples and other tragedies. We need to be introduced to the subject. That's why we've got 3 general weeks. We start off with the less intense. We become more informed. We study. We are educated. We're provided with historic context. And the more aware we are, the more ready we will be for Tisha B'Av, so that on that day as a nation, we will collectively sit Shiva to mourn the tragedies of the past. And we will feel it in an appropriate way. I believe that there's an important message that emerges from this for us today. You see, there are many young Jewish people who were not alive at the time of the Shoah. They didn't experience the establishment of the State of Israel. They weren't here during the 6-Day War and so on. It is so easy for days such as Yom Ha'atzmaut and Yom Yerushalayim and Yom HaShoah to come and to leave us without them really feeling anything on those days. That's why it's so important to introduce them to the concepts, to provide a solid Jewish education, to include within it Jewish history, modern Jewish history, so that they will know what happened during those dark periods of our past, and also how God has blessed us so often to enable us as a nation to celebrate. Once they understand what took place, when the day arrives, just like the 3 weeks leading into Tisha B'Av, they'll be able to have the appropriate feeling. Once again, we see how central Jewish education is in order to guarantee our Jewish consciousness and survival. And in addition, when it comes to marking important days on the calendar, if you don't know, you'll never feel. Shabbat Shalom.